We are starting this morning in Wells, where firefighters are sharing new details about the fire that destroyed a home, damaged two others, and left one person injured on Atlantic Avenue in Wells on Sunday. Investigators say they believe the fire was accidental. They say the homeowner and his adult daughter were getting ready to cook dinner, so he changed the propane tank on his grill underneath their deck. There was a small explosion and a fire erupted. They say the heat compromised two larger propane tanks used to fuel the home, causing the fire to spread quickly. The homeowner had some minor burns that were treated at the scene. The house was deemed a total loss.
Investigators say a fire in Stockton Springs might have been set on purpose. That fire started on Sunday morning about 9 a.m. at a home on Cross Lane, quickly reducing the home to ash and rubble. First responders say there was no electricity connected to the home, so it's not clear if anybody was inside at the time. If you happen to know anything about what happened there, you're asked to please call the fire marshal's office. That number there is at the bottom of your screen.
The Portland City Council has rejected a policy that would have asked some tax-exempt nonprofits to make voluntary payments to the city.
Yeah, this comes after months of deliberating the so-called pilot policy. Stands for payment in lieu of tax. Our Katie Delaney joining us this morning with the details of the vote. What happened? Hey, Katie.
Hey, Lee and Sharon. After hearing from several nonprofits opposing this policy, city councilors voted it down 7-2 at a meeting last night. This policy was designed to address the city's tax burden. Portland has a $4 billion worth of tax-exempt property, so this voluntary program would have asked nonprofits to make payments to the city based on projected tax rates. It would only apply to nonprofits with property valued over $10 million. Some of the nonprofits who spoke out against the policy said they would feel pressured to pay the city while already facing financial constraints. Though some city councilors said they appreciated the intent of the policy, they struck it down.
I've not been totally convinced that it would achieve its goals in terms of what it might do for the tax base. And clearly we heard from a lot of nonprofits who found this really objectionable.
It's like we're trying to cannibalize the very people that are there trying to help us out. I've been confused by that.
In our next half hour, we'll take a closer look at why so many nonprofits urged the council to reject the policy. I'm Katie Delaney, News Center Maine.
Katie, thank you. Now to this. We still do not know the winners of a few high-profile primary elections in Maine, and that includes Democratic and Republican races for governor.
Election officials are hard at work counting all the votes. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has more.
It's day 2 of tabulations, and election staff have gone through most of Maine's counties, but say significant work remains.
Everything has been smooth sailing so far.
Deputy Secretary of State Julie Flynn admits ranked choice tabulations aren't the most thrilling part of the election process, but says a lack of drama is exactly what officials like her want.
Boring is good. Boring means there's nothing happening. Everything's going just right.
Workers spent Monday building on the progress made Friday, working on processing results from all 16 of Maine's counties, some counties taking longer than others.
Washington County is going to take a lot longer. There's a lot more to scan there.
Chief Deputy Secretary of State Kate McBrien says the team has found its rhythm and hopes to have final results within the next day or two.
So this is our first full day to scan paper ballots for hand count towns, to upload memory sticks from tabulator machines, and compile all of that data together from across the entire state so that we can actually run the tabulation for ranked choice.
While election staff focus on going through thousands of votes, members of the public, like Pat Davis, are keeping a close eye on the process.
Pretty cut and dry. Everyone's doing their job. I came in here to watch the equipment mainly.
Davis says he leads the Maine chapter of the Election Integrity Network, a national organization.
I'm here to kind of see where things fall apart, if they do. I don't expect them to.
As observers watch Maine's unique ranked choice system in action, election staff continue moving toward final results. Flynn says officials are still deciding the best way to present the results once the tabulations are complete.
We'll do one race at a time, but we're looking at whether we could present each round separately, even though the results kind of all come instantaneously.
Staff with the Secretary of State's office say results could come as soon as Tuesday, but most likely Wednesday. In Augusta, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.
The tabulation will pick back up again at 9 o'clock this morning.
And while the Republican and Democratic nominees for governor are being decided by ranked choice, independent candidate Rick Bennett already has a spot on the November ballot. Bennett holding an opening event at his campaign headquarters last night in Auburn and spoke about his commitment to affordability, saying that a person working full-time should be able to support a family. Bennett also emphasized his position as being an independent candidate and why he thinks that could be a big advantage if and when he gets to Augusta.
Politics in Augusta has taken on the dysfunction and hyperpartisanship of Washington, D.C., and it's time that we restore the long-standing tradition of politics as practiced for decades in this state, where disagreements may be strong and elbows may be sharp, but we treat each other as neighbors with kindness and civility and humanity.
Bennett will be holding an event in Portland tomorrow, part of his Let's Get Back to Work tour. He'll also be walking in the Portland Pride Parade on Saturday.